In the immediate aftermath of the 2020 presidential election, when Donald Trump and his little friends were out there telling their Republican followers that the election had somehow been stolen by Joe Biden, who they also told us was incompetent, yet somehow competent enough to steal the election. During that time, a lot of little grassroots conservative groups started popping up saying, you know what, we're going to form a group, an election integrity group, an advocacy group, and we're going to help you fight back. We're going to try to overturn the 2020 election. We love you so much, Donald, and we're doing this for you. Well, fast forward about a year, and these same groups, according to a new report from NBC News, are about sick and damn tired of Donald Trump ranting and raving and, of course, whining about the 2020 presidential election somehow being stolen. Yes, you heard that right. Many of the groups who were formed specifically because they bought into Donald Trump's lies are now saying, all right, listen, hey, it's been a year. We've had audits, we've had investigations and recounts and all kinds of other things. Maybe it's time to move on. And they are actively encouraging Donald Trump to move on and maybe to focus on more important things. Important things like, according to the report, the economy, inflation, jobs, heck, even COVID, which isn't Donald Trump's strong suit, but hey, at least he's come out and destroyed his reputation by endorsing the vaccines, which is wonderful both ways, actually. But this is the problem. These groups went all in with him. You know, they've been pushing it all year, and finally they realize that well is tapped dry. Yeah, you got 12 months of great talking points out of it. You convinced a majority of Republican voters that somehow Joe Biden didn't legitimately win the 2020 election, but now you've nowhere else to go. And they are starting to realize that. Like, okay, we're clearly not going to overturn the election. Every couple weeks or so, a new investigation comes out that debunks all of our talking points. The few people out there nationally pushing this are total wackos, people like Mike Lindell, Sidney Powell. So maybe it's time for us to, I don't know, maybe say, hey, inflation's really bad. Can we blame Biden for that? Hey, the economy looks good on paper, but not in practice. Can we talk about that for a moment? But Trump's never going to do that. And I think deep down that these groups know this. Donald Trump, for the rest of his life, as long as there is breath in his body, he is never going to stop whining about the 2020 presidential election. Donald Trump could run for president again in 2024 when every single state in the nation have every single electoral college vote go to him. And in his victory speech, he would still spend most of the time bitching and moaning about the 2020 election. That's where we're at. That's where he is always going to be, because that is who he is. A sore loser who now has a chip on his shoulder that he doesn't know how to get rid of. And honestly, that is a fitting punishment for him to carry around with him for the rest of his life.